Business travel is difficult. It's frantic, it's stressful, and it's only gotten worse. There's so many things to carry, there's so many things to remember, and by the time you realize you're hungry, it's too late. Does it have to be so hard? The experience used to be so pleasant. Attentive service, real cutlery, and a good meal on the plane. But those days are gone. Now you just want to get some food in your face while you make that phone call that can't wait. And trying to get it all done before getting onto the plane. We asked Rick Stavost, who runs concessions inside the Zurich airport, why is it so hard to get a good meal while traveling?
Typical business traveler is on what I would call a time budget. The first thing on their mind is to check in, get their boarding card, maybe they worry about whether they have excess luggage, yes or no. They get through security, is there a line, yes or no. Once they're airside, they might be a little bit more relaxed, but people tend to look for their gate first. How long will it take to get there? Once they're in the buying mode, the first impulse is not to buy food and beverage, but it's probably duty-free, especially in Switzerland. And then when everything on their checklist has been taken care of, they say, okay, now I'm ready to eat or drink. So with the food and beverage concessions, you're at the end of the decision process, and sometimes there's not more than 5 or 10 minutes left where you have to be available and offer the right product. I think the people that are sitting there at the moment are just waiting for the flight, looking at the nice blue sky and maybe reading a book. I doubt that all those people have realized that they cannot get anything on board of the plane. So one of the things that the communication has to do is to wake up those people and say, do you realize that on board of this plane you either have to pay or you get nothing? Everybody has at least one piece of hand luggage that will be stowed away in an overhead locker bin. So they need to be convinced that the packaging they take on board can at least be put on a chair without tipping over, without spilling anything on the neighbor or something like that. So those are the key ingredients.
It's not like they're not trying. There have been several attempts to provide better food at the airport.
Innovation matters to us because it is very tempting in a captive market to do nothing. The passengers are there. So you could sit back and relax and wait till the people come. The pressures, the cost pressures are getting higher. Rents are going up, cost prices of products are going up. So we need, in order to maintain and increase our profitability, we need to come up with other solutions. Secondly is, of course, we want to have a competitive edge towards our competition. And innovation, I think, is the main key for that. The fact that there is no catering on board has been identified by everybody in the business as an easy win, and nobody has been able to crack that. I know that Swiss from Zurich is selling about 8 million francs as an estimate on board of planes. If I can get half of that.
To solve the problem, Rick went to Brain Store, an idea factory in Biel, Switzerland. Welcome to Brain Store. The first step in the process was fieldwork to understand just how do people feel about airport food.
I don't know, sometimes I'd rather chew on the seat cushion before eating that stuff.
It's day one of 3 days of highly structured exercises that occur over a 1-week period.
We go. And you were Henrik, yeah.
No,
just
Martin. Actually,
Here we go.
Thank you.
The group is made up of a diverse mix of experienced travelers, industry experts, and local teams. Each person is given a tool pack with scissors, markers, and glue for a series of exercises throughout the day that look at the challenge from many different angles. A Brain Store facilitator pushes the process along through the day. The first exercise is a simulation. Just how much food can a stressed out business traveler carry? Exercise 2, Analogies. The idea factory is in motion. 6 stations, 2 minutes each. Draw potential containers inspired by science, nature, and technology, for instance. Stretch the imagination.
30 seconds left! 30 seconds! Produce, produce!
Time's up. Which ideas work? Choose the best. Write them on a clipboard. Move to the next room. Here's a picture of a personality. What's the best meal for this person? As with all the other exercises, every idea from each person is collected and rushed by runners to brainstorm minute takers and stored in a database. Back to the mini-labs. There are now places where food on the run would be eaten. An airplane, tram or car, for instance. Draw, cut and paste potential ideas to help people in these situations eat on the run. All the way through, artists render the ideas and drawings into a series of images for use later in the process. Now, 3 short exercises evoke those familiar travel feelings: being cramped, crowded, pushed and shoved. At the end, draw the ideas that the experience is inspired. Six avid net users volunteer to search for extraordinary examples of packaging online. For everyone else, it's outside for the next challenge. No time to think. Now it's a contest. What else should a meal do besides feed you? Fill out a page, run and get it stamped. Don't filter what comes out. It's a numbers game. The most ideas in 10 minutes win the prize. The winner has 4 pages with 10 ideas a page. Back inside, you may think it's a break, but it's not. It's another exercise. Don't just eat a yogurt. Think about how you could eat one. Write it down. Enough drawing. You've got 10 minutes. It's time to start building. Choose anything you want.
Oh. Shit happens.
Yeah. Problem.
So, wo ist das Antennenloch? Ah, hier.
Hier sind die
So.
Kontrollknöpfe.
Jawohl, Radio Luxemburg,
Ja, das hilft nicht.
Inforadio. Warte mal, ich habe doch eben die Nägel gehabt. Wo sind die Nägel? Und da wollte ich. Wo sind die Nägel? Guck mal. Ach, hier ist doch, guck mal hier. Was ist denn, wenn wir das auf Nägel stecken, dann haben wir doch die Kontrollknöpfe.
Ja, genau.
Haben wir 10 Minuten. Sollen wir hier 3 machen?
It has to have design in it. It has to look good. It has to set.
Kommt von Innenseite, sowieso immer.
Der Talking Info Food Box.